All right, let's get straight to your Sunrise Smart Start, everyone. A man is dead after being shot by a Rochester police officer early on Christmas Eve. We're told this happened around 8:30 yesterday on Murray Street. Police say that they received the call about a man with a handgun. When arriving on the scene, police say the man tried running, so the officers gave chase. They claim he pulled out what appeared to be a handgun, and one officer fired his gun in response. The suspect, a man in his 40s, died at the hospital.
It looked like a gun to me, but I wasn't there when it was collected, and then tech work has to be done. And then, even in any weapons arrest, there's a difference between a functioning gun and a non-functioning gun. Every time an officer takes someone's life, we owe it to our community to investigate thoroughly and determine exactly what happened.
Chief Smith says the tech department is out for the holiday, so any information about the alleged handgun should be coming to us later this week. Stay with News 8 for a further update. It has been 11 years since a shooting on Christmas Eve in West Webster claimed the lives of 2 firefighters. So every year, the West Webster Fire Department honors those fallen first responders with a remembrance ceremony where Gio Battaglia was able to attend, and he's joining us in the studio now, sharing how the community reflected. Gio.
Michaela, good morning. It was an emotional morning yesterday as first responders and the families of the fallen firefighters came together. West Webster Public Information Officer Al tells me he remembers the morning of Christmas Eve 2012 well.
The first thing was the realization of what actually happened.
On the morning of Christmas Eve 2012, West Webster firefighters Michael Ciparini and Tomasz Kachówka were responding to a house fire on Lake Road when moments later they were ambushed and killed by West Webster resident William Spangler, who then took his own life on a Lake Ontario beach. West Webster Fire District PIO Al Sinkwich said he did not understand the magnitude of what had happened right away.
Once we understood that and we realized that, then we were able to organize in an appropriate fashion.
Investigators said the fire was set by Spangler, and it was believed that he lived in the home with his sister Cheryl. Police also discovered a body they believed was his sister inside the home, but it was unclear if she died before or after the fire. On every Christmas Eve morning since, the West Webster Fire Department has reflected on that day with a remembrance. Multiple first responders joining together with the families of the victims to remember.
If you remember when it occurred, it was just an incredible outpouring of support from the community and from other firefighters. And they continue to come here at 5:30 every year at this time, regardless of the weather.
Sinkwich also shared a message on how the community can honor the fallen firefighters and their families.
Just appreciate what your first responders do, police, fire, and EMS. They're out there doing it all day long.
PIO Sinkwich says the annual remembrance will take place for as long as the families agree to do so. In studio, Gio Battaglia. Michaela, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Gio. We want to take another look at our morning forecast with Leanne because folks might be getting out to go visit family, maybe take a drive to the park with some of those gifts because it's actually nice enough. If you got a bike for Christmas, you can actually take it out today. You don't have to wait until spring.
It's crazy. I remember one Christmas back at home, my parents gifted me and my sister with paddle boards, and it happened to be 70 degrees that day.
Wow,
so there
70.
was... We just went out and we paddle boarded, but it's not going to get that warm, unfortunately, here in Rochester. But we got to take what we can get. We're going to see clouds move out of the area, and we're going to start to see that sun shine and that temperature soar up into the mid-50s with some clouds moving in a little bit later tonight. But got to take what you can get. Michaela, back to you.
All right, thank you, Leanne. The Verona Street Shelter is looking for the community's help as they deal with a deadly virus moving through their facility. According to a Facebook post from the shelter, 10 dogs have already died from canine parvovirus. This post goes on to explain they'd like your help either by adopting or becoming a temporary foster caregiver. Take care of some of the overcrowding, give those dogs some space. It is important to note that if your dog is already vaccinated against parvo, there's not much you'll have to worry about in terms of them getting sick. Their chances are low. The shelter's now put a pause on dog intakes until January 2nd due to the outbreak. 2 rival teams coming together once again on Saturday for a night of friendly competition at the 22nd Annual Rainbow Classic. The Pittsford Mendon and Sutherland High School varsity basketball teams going head-to-head and raising money for the Golisano Children's Hospital. The Rainbow Classic started back in 2001, honoring Caitlin Paisley. Later on, Ryan McCluskey as well. Both of them were patients at Golisano. Ryan's mom was at the game Saturday night. She shared with News 8 the success of this event and what it means to her.
it's incredible, and it's always sold out, and it's great to have the support from not only the community who comes, but there's a lot of people that buy advertisements, and which helps us make the money that we make. I mean, losing a child is a horrible thing, and I think it's just a great way to feel good about, you know, doing something in their memory that makes a difference for so many kids that go to the hospital.
And the event has raised around $600,000 so far for the Children's Hospital over the years. Now, with their win on Saturday, the Buffalo Bills have about an 86% chance to make the postseason, according to the New York Times. From here on out, they have their own destiny in their hands to at least get a wild card spot. The divisions might be possible, too. Let's take a look at that AFC wild card race, shall we? This is what it looks like about right now. Bills in 6th place at 9-6 with 2 games left. If they win out, they're in the playoffs with a chance to take the division as well. Very interesting there. Well, somebody who was really enjoying the skies we had here in Rochester, you and your kids might be waking up this morning looking at Santa's trip last night. As we all know, Santa Claus taking his sleigh with his reindeer, delivering presents to everyone on the nice list, even stopping at the International Space Station. They work hard up there, right? The North American Aerospace Defense Command launched its official Santa tracker in 2021, previewing all the places that Santa visits. And you know, Leanne, it was a bit cloudy, but it looks like Rudolph was doing his job up there on
Rudolph,
the sleigh.
the red-nosed reindeer. I mean, literally says it in the name. He was hopefully guiding the rest of the reindeer and Santa to everyone's house all around the world.
There you know. There you go.
There
making
it is,
it all the way to all the way to space, making it through all the clouds that we've got here. Very busy. Santa may be taking a nice break in these 50-degree temperatures we've got.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it's like that down at the North Pole or up at the North Pole, whatever direction it is. I seem to be directionally challenged this morning.
You know what? It's Christmas. We just want to get back to our own Christmas celebrations after we leave you here this morning.
But today seems to be the nicest day of our 8-day forecast. We're going to still have some warmer temperatures for the next few days, and then those temperatures start their downward trend. We'll see a chance of showers on Thursday. Some snow showers could be in the forecast on Friday, and then for our next holiday weekend into New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, temperatures stay chilly, but we stay dry for right now.
All right, we're still going to have to wait on any of that snow. None to be found here.
Nope.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your Christmas morning with us on News 8 at Sunrise. Everyone, happy holidays. And your next update is in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.